Hi, I'm Kelly. Welcome to class. Today you'll need a sturdy armless chair, which you should keep handy if you need it for balance, and a resistance tube. Pick up your resistance tube and check it like this by running your fingers along it to see if there's any nicks or wearing. Once you've done that, just place it on your chair, ready to go after we warmed up. Let's bring your feet a little bit wider than your shoulders and have your toes pointing straight ahead. We are going to do a circuit today, and it is a really fun one. Let's take a big deep breath in, reaching both hands up. Exhale and open through your chest as you bring the arms down. Squat down, lift up and roll your shoulders back 2 times. Nice big circles. Take a big deep breath in, reaching up. Exhale, bring your hands down, squat down, lift up and roll your shoulders. One more time, just like that. Inhale up. Exhale down, squat down, lift up and roll your shoulders. Take your right hand, reach up, lift up and over. Pull the elbow down and back. Reach up again and lower your hand. Left side, reach up. Stretch right up. Pull your elbow down and back. Reach up again and bring the hand down. Now reach across, side to side. Swivel your feet and rotate through your hips. Have your thumb pointing straight up. Keep your shoulders down and back and keep your chest high. 8 more. 5, 6, 7. Bring your hand to your knee. Shift your weight side to side, sitting back and hinging at the hips. Reach down for the inside of your knees and you'll feel an easy stretch through your inner thighs. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold to the right. Sink down. Now lift up. Pull your elbows back and sink down. Lift up. Stretch your chest and stretch your left inner thigh as you come down. One more time. Up. Now rotate round. Swivel both feet and press your heel to the floor, stretching out your calf on the left side, feeling that stretch. Lift the heel up, lift the body upright, step back a little further, bend both knees and bend your elbows, feeling that stretch in the front of the left hip. Lift your chest. Now press the heel and bend the knees. Press the heel, stretch the calf, and open the front of your hip 2 more times. Press. Leaning forward. Press. Open to the front. Open the knees. Squat down. Drop your right shoulder down. Look up over your left. Other side. Drop the left shoulder down. Look up over the right. Come to the center. Open the knees. Now bring your toes straight ahead. Squat down. Lift up. Roll your shoulders. Right down and back. Shift your weight side to side. Shift. Come down towards your knee. Hinge at the hips. Sit back. Bracing through your core. Hinge forward to the hips. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold to the left. Now sink down and feel that stretch through the inner thigh on the right side. Lift up and press down and back. 2 more times. Rotate round. Swivel both feet round so all 10 toes face forward. Press your heel to the floor, feeling a stretch in the calf of your back leg. Lift up, step the foot back a little further, dip down and open the front of the hip. Lift your chest and bend your elbows. Now lean forward, press the heel and bend the knees. Press and bend. 1 more. Press and bend. Open to the front. Bring your toes straight ahead. Lift up and roll your shoulders back. We'll be working for time rather than repetition. We're going to do each move for 50 seconds. So So I'm starting my timer. If you want your chair handy for a light touch and balance, please keep it in front of you and just stand behind. I'm keeping mine off to the side so you can see me really well. Anchor the tube underneath your right foot. Side squat. You can pull up to the hip, or for more challenge, pull all the way up to the shoulders. Step the left leg out and step in and step together. Sit back, bend both knees. Brace your core. Keep your chest high and shoulders down and back. I want your core muscles, the muscles around your midsection, to be tight so that your core muscles are supporting your back. Every exercise is an opportunity to strengthen your core. And so I want you to take that opportunity. Sit back and lift up. One more time. Now leave the tubing anchored underneath your right foot. Step your left leg back. And you can bring both handles into the left hand for more challenge, or separate the handles for less challenge. Pull back and slowly release. Pull your little finger so it's right up beside the rib. Row up. Now for more challenge, you can shift your weight back and shift your weight forward. That puts the band on a little bit more stretch. It stretches your tubing a little bit more, so that will make it a little more challenging. If that feels like it's too much for you, you can always separate the tube and go with just one. But if you can, I'd love you to try with both. These are big muscles. Pull back. Almost there. One more time. Pull back. Good. Now, standing with your feet hip distance apart, pull up to your hips, or for more challenge, pull up to your shoulders. Real lunge. Lunge. Your left leg back and step forward. So we're still working your right side. And you're probably thinking, hey, when are we doing the left? We'll do the left after we get through all of our circuit. So we're going to do 9 exercises total. This is number 3. We'll do 2 sets. Everything on one side, and then everything on the other side. Step back onto the ball of the foot, bend the knees. Keep your chest high, keep your shoulders down and back. The tubing is on the inside of the shoulders. Almost there, one more. Bring your hands down. Step your right leg back. Stagger your left leg forward. Bring your left hand onto your hip. Bring your right hand onto the side of your thigh. Lift your chest and press your shoulders down and back. Push across and up. Like a big scoop. Scoop. Under and up. You're scooping under and up. Working your chest muscles, also the front of your shoulder and the front of your arm, your biceps. So the pec, the pectorals, your chest, your shoulder, your deltoid, and your biceps, the front of your arms. Working a few different muscles here. Slight shift of the weight to make it more challenging if you wish. Now take the tube and anchor it underneath your left foot. You can separate the handles, or to make it more challenging, place both handles in your right hand, left hand on the thigh. Side lunge. Lunge to the side and step in. Keep all 10 toes facing forward. That's really important. Sitting back through the hip. Push off and sit back. Try and take a big step out. Your left hand is on the left thigh. Your left leg stays straight as your right leg bends. Your right knee lines up with your toe. Hinge forward at the hip. One more time. Take the tube out from underneath your left foot. Anchor it underneath the right foot so that it's really long. We're going to work shoulders. Your right shoulder. Okay, press and bring it down. Press up, bring it down. Now your elbow is in front of the body. Palm of the hand faces inwards and your thumb points directly back. Keep both knees soft as you stand tall. Use your core muscles to brace and stabilize through your spine. Shoulder press. We're more than halfway through our circuit on this side. Exhale each time you press up. Almost there. Do one more. Press and come down. Now bring the tube back underneath your right foot. Hold both handles. You can pull up to the hips or forward challenge. Pull up to your shoulders. Triple cross lunge. Step back, cross, back, and up. Back, cross, back, and up. Back, cross behind, back, and come all the way up. Stepping back onto the ball of your foot. Stay on the ball of your foot. There's quite a lot of balance on this one, so feel free to use the tube on one side and hold the chair with your other hand. Or even do it just body weight and use the chair. It's all good. Do as much as you can. Here's the last one. Take a break if you need to. And come up. Bring your hands down. Keep anchoring the tube with your left hand. Stand on your right leg and kickstand the left foot. You're going to do a bicep curl, a hinge, press back, bring your hand to your shoulder, lift up and bring the hand down. Hand to shoulder, hinge at the hip, support yourself on your left hand. So you're giving your back some support on the left side as you work your right bicep and now the back of your arm, your tricep, bicep, lift, hamstring. This is a bit of a total body movement. Hinge at the hip, press, lift and come down. Now anchor the tube underneath your left foot. Release the left handle. Give yourself some slack. Make sure you've got some slack. We're going to do a diagonal chop. Chop up from the left hip to the right shoulder. Rotate through the hip. Feeling a stretch through the left hip. Keep your spine long. Chop up and across. Breathe. Brace your core. Chop up. Working the arms, the shoulders, and the core. Lift up and over. 2 more. 1 more. Whew, that was the first set. If you're thirsty, get a sip of water. We are going to do everything on the other side, starting with the side squat. So we're going to work the left side of the body, except we'll work the right mid-back, the lat. So we'll work the right mid-back, but other than that, it's all going to be on the left. Anchor the tube underneath your left foot, pull up to the hips or to the shoulder for more challenge. We go squat and step in. Sit down and back, step out and in. Keep more weight in your left leg as you bring the foot in. So rather than pushing like you do in a side lunge, push the heel into the floor and step in. Bend both knees. Sit back through your hips. Hinge at the hips. Embrace through your core. 2 more. Squat and lift up. 1 more. Bring your hands down. You can bring both handles into the right hand or separate the handles to make it easier. Step back with the right leg. Stagger your left leg forward. Chest up, shoulders down and back. Hand on the thigh. Row and release. Draw your elbow back and bring your hand so your little finger is right up beside the lowest rib, right here. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, rock back. Press the shoulder down, away from the ear. Push off from your left foot. So you're going to feel a little bit of work in the left leg and a lot of work on the right side of your upper body. 1 more. Rear lunge. Ooh. Okay, stand nice and tall. You can anchor at the hips, or for more challenge, anchor at the shoulders. Lunge and step in. Lunge back and step in. Bend both knees. Dig your left heel into the floor to come up. Sink down as low as you can go, whatever that is. Come down low. Step back onto the ball of your foot and keep your feet hip distance apart. That makes it a little easier to balance. 1 more. Chest press. Stagger your left leg back. Bring your right hand onto your hip. Bring the left hand onto the side of the thigh. Lift your chest. Scoop. Bring the hand across the midline of the body. Push inwards and across. Make it more challenging. Shift your weight into your right leg and back. Now, if you just stay here in the middle, it's going to be a little easier. If you need to take a break, take a break. But I know you've got this. Push across. Oh, strong and steady. Chest press. Working the front of your shoulder, your deltoid, the pec, your chest muscle, a little bit in the bicep, front of the arm. Okay, let's anchor underneath your right foot. You can separate the handles, or for more challenge, bring both handles into the left hand. Side lunge. Keep your right hand on the thigh. So as you hinge forward, you've got some support for your back. Of course, the best support for your back comes from your abdominals. So brace your core. We're not doing a whole lot of specific core work today, so think of it like this. Every exercise is an opportunity to strengthen your core muscles, front, side, and back. For this exercise, take a big step out. Keep all 10 toes facing forward. Keep your right leg straight and bend your left leg as you step onto it. Sit back through the hips and hinge. One more. Okay, shoulder press. Anchor the tube with one side. Bring the handle to the inside of your arm. Press and come down. Press and come down with control. Elbow is in front of the body. Push up and come down with control. Exhale and inhale. Smooth and steady. Press up. Control it on the way down. Exhale as you push up. Keep the palm of your hand facing inwards and your thumb straight back. Elbow in front of the body. Brace your abdominals and keep your hips under your shoulders. Try not to bow the body. That was it. Whew. Triple cross lunge. We're almost there. Stabilize at the hips or anchor at the shoulders. Step back, then across. Back, cross, back, and come up. Back, cross, back, and come up. Cross, back, and come up. Remember, your chair is there. If you need it, you can stand directly behind it, skip the band, go body weight, and just hold on to your chair if that feels more comfortable. This has a balance aspect to it, so you might be feeling a little unsteady. And if you feel unsteady, I want you holding your chair. Back, cross, back, and come up. Okay, now release the tube. Biceps and triceps. Actually, hold on to the tube and anchor it at your hip. Bicep curl, hinge, press, hand to shoulder, lift. So you've got a kickstand with your right leg. You've got your weight on your left leg. Hinge forward at the hip. Press back. Lift and come down. Hand to shoulder, hinge at the hip, press back, bring your hand to your shoulder, lift up and bring the hand down. Hand to shoulder, hinge forward, press back, hand to shoulder. One more time, hand to shoulder, hinge, press back, hand to shoulder, and come down. Now anchor underneath your right foot. Have some freedom of movement, chop, and come down. Chop up and come down. Notice I'm rotating my body. I want you to rotate as you come up towards your left shoulder. Rotate the body. Both hands are on the handle. Down to the right hip and up to the left shoulder. Lift using your arms. Rotate using your core. One more. Ooh. Okay, we are done with the tubing. Put the tubing down out of the way. And let's roll your shoulders back a couple of times. And let's take your chair. So bring your chair into the center of your space, if it wasn't already there, and stand on the right side, holding onto the chair. Step your right leg forward, flex the foot. So your ankle is flexed, your toes are pulling back towards your shin, hinge forward. Point, flex, point, flex. Hold that flex. Go a little deeper. Now rock forward and press your heel to the floor behind you, stretching the calf. I'm repeating these stretches we did in the warm-up because they're really important stretches. Lift the heel up, dip down, open the front of your left hip, chest up, and step up. Let's do the other side. Step your left leg forward, hinge at the hip, point, flex. Pull the toes right back towards your shin. Hold here, go a little deeper. Plant the foot, step your heel back to the floor. Feel that stretch in your calf. Now lift the heel up, step back a little further if you need to. Dip down and feel that opening through the front of your hip. Let's lift up and come take a seat in your chair. Oh, feels good to sit down after all that standing, doesn't it? Sit on the front third of your chair. Take your right hand, reach up. Lean across to the left. Lift up. Pull your elbow back. And then reach up and down your back. As far down as you can. Take your left hand and place it on the elbow. Press back and lift your chest. Stretching out the back of your arm. Release that stretch. Roll your shoulder back. Let's go to the other side. Stretch up. Stretch the side of the body. Pull your elbow back. Now reach that hand in between your shoulder blades as far as you can get it. Place your right hand on the left elbow. Press back, stretching the back of your shoulder and the back of your arm, I beg your pardon, a little bit in the shoulder, and release. Roll your shoulder. Rotate to one side. Let's open the front of your hip again. Step right back with your left leg. Lower the knee towards the floor. Place your hand on the bottom of the chair. Reach right up. Let's do the other side. Plant your foot and rotate round to the other side. So you're sitting on one side of your bottom. Step your right leg back. Place your hand on the bottom of the chair. Take your right hand and reach up. Stretch up, stretching the side of the body and the front of the hip. And release. Come back to the front. Sitting on the front third of the chair. Right at the front of the chair. Place your left hand on the right knee. Bring your right hand onto the back of the chair. Lift up and rotate round, using the chair and the knee to leverage yourself around. Look back over your shoulder. Let's go to the other side. Bring your hand on the knee, side of the knee, other hand on the back of the chair. Lift up, rotate, look back over your shoulder. And come back to the front. Roll both shoulders back. Inhale, reach right up. Exhale, open your chest, pull your elbows back. Feeling that stretch through your chest and shoulders. Bring your hands down. Roll back. Stand up. Separate your feet. Rotate the body side to side. Swivel the feet. Release the heel. 3, 3, 2, 2. And come back to the front. Last big deep breath in. Exhale. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed class and you feel stronger. Have a great rest of your day.